Just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Boom. Hey Brujas, so once again my friend Jen gifted me some white sage for the shop, so the next update will have white sage yet again. And I figured that since I got all this sage, it would be no better time than to sit and chat with y'all while I wrap some sage bundles. So let's sit down and talk Christmas. Hey Brujas, so as you just saw, I got a huge bag of sage from my homegirl Jen. It's a little bit of shape at the bottom, but I use that for satchels, but there's still a lot of leaves. So I'm gonna wrap some sage bundles, so I figured there would be no better time to sit and chat with y'all about my favorite Christmas things. So I've got my yarn, I've got sage, I've got other herbs here. So we are just going to chat and wrap and just talk about my favorite Christmas things, so you guys can know Christmas is my favorite holiday, okay? So I tried to dress like a little bit Christmas. I don't have a lot of Christmas clothes, but I figure Toy Story, toys, Christmas, I'm trying, okay? So we're gonna start, that being said, with my favorite Christmas movies. So my favorite Christmas movie of all time is definitely Elf, okay? Elf is my favorite freaking Christmas. Literally not a Christmas goes by without us watching Elf. I am definitely gonna watch it. I fucking love Elf. Cotton-headed Ninny Muggins is like my favorite phrase, and Christmas time is like the only time it makes sense. So, duh, I just love it. So, before we jump into anything else, I just want to burn some of this and see how it smells. And I guess while this burns, I can tell y'all my other favorite Christmas movie, the Rudolph, Frosty, you know, those are classics. Like, you have to watch those on Christmas. Like, what are you, an animal? So, I also love The Grinch, the one with Jim Carrey, but I also love the animated one that came out last year. It was mad cute. Like, I love a good animated movie, so that one was cute. Of course, Home Alone, duh. Home Alone is another classic holiday movie. A lot of people don't think this is a holiday movie, but it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Gremlins, I fucking love Gremlins, okay? That is the best fucking movie. It smells beautiful, by the way. I love it. I just love it. So we're gonna burn a little bit of this while we chat too. Next is definitely Polar Express. I love Polar Express. That's definitely like a good one. And my little brother loved that movie when he was little. So we used to watch it all the time. Another classic is A Christmas Carol. Like, you have to watch A Christmas Carol. Like, learn your life lessons around Christmas. You have to watch that movie. And okay, I have two more. The last two is a Charlie Brown Christmas. That one has like a special place in my heart because when I was little, my parents made fun of me because I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie, but when they're on the ice skating rink, there's this like really like sad like song that they play, and my parents would always laugh because I got really emotional because I'm an empath. But I was like, don't laugh. This is a song about Jesus, okay? I was in Catholic school my whole life, fun fact. So I took it very seriously when I was little. So I was like, how dare y'all laugh at this holy ass song? You're disrespectful. And like, now we have to watch every Christmas so my parents can bring it up and make fun of me. And yeah, it's a whole thing. And last but not least is a National Lampoon's Christmas. Like, that's my dad's favorite Christmas movie. It gets on my mom's nerves. I don't remember why. I just know she doesn't like the movie that much, but we watch it all the time. And it's become one of my favorites because it's my dad's favorite and we watch it together. And yeah, that about wraps it up for Christmas movies. So now I'm going to talk about my favorite Christmas snacks, okay? Because there's some things you can only get around Christmas that are absolutely my favorite things. So I don't know if you're like, everyone should know like Little Debbie. This is about to be a big bundle. Little Debbie cakes. They make these frosted gingerbread cookies that only come out for Christmas. They're my freaking favorite cookies. I buy like tons of bottles. Watch, when you see, like, I'm gonna do a little Christmas treat haul. That's gonna be like most of what I buy because I love them. My grandma used to get them for me all the time. My mom's mom before she passed away. And it's like now I be on the hunt because they used to come out year round, and like now they only come out the Christmas version. So I'm like bulking up. My mom buys them for me and sends them to me from New York. That's how much I love them, okay? Like, it is not a game. Other things are like basic treats like hot cocoa, cookies, definitely not fruitcake, even though that's like a traditional thing. No, but candy canes. I like those sugar cookies that you get from like Target and Walmart with like the pound of frosting and the sprinkles. My guilty pleasure. I guess that about wraps it up for Christmas treats. Comment you one of your favorite Christmas treats, like a treat that you only get around Christmas time. So the next thing I want to talk about, I want to get a little bit like personal and talk about like my favorite winter stories, okay, like from when I was younger and even like recently. So I'm gonna tell you 2 of my favorite stories about winter, like winter memories, and then we'll wrap it up and I'll show you the bundle that I made. Okay, so before I jump into the story, I just want to show you where I am with the bundle so far. This is actually like a sneak peek of the New Year's Eve bundle, well, the New Year bundle that I'm going to add to the next update to the shop. It's like a prototype, so I'm trying to work with it and see. So we'll see what the finished product looks like. But so first Christmas story. So as a lot of you guys know, I am originally from New York and it snows like crazy up there. And that's like the one thing I miss about winter here, is because what they consider snow in North Carolina is like nothing compared to what it is up north. Even Virginia gets more snow than we ever do here, and I've been here for quite a while now. And so if you've seen my New York vlog, you know that in New York I live in an apartment. My parents live in an apartment building, lived in the same building like pretty much my whole life. And I live on the 14th floor and we live right on the highway. And I keep saying we, but I don't live there anymore. You guys get the drift. But yeah, so basically when the snow got really bad, they would close the highway. And my dad is like crazy. So as soon as they would send like the message that the highways were closed and like no one was to be on them, he'd run in my room, like grab me and my brother, like, put your coats on, put your boots on. We're about to go have a snowball fight on the highway. We're about to run on the highway. We're about to like whatever, because it was closed. So we would go, you know, and I remember like it would freak my mom out because even though it was closed, it would just be like, you know, you're on the highway. But it was just this one time we had a whole snowball fight like on the highway. It was so awesome. I had to be like 12. My brother had to be like 5. I remember my dad like picking him up over the barrier. And like that's one of my favorite things about winter. So I try to go back to New York as often like as I can in the winter so that I can at least experience some snow, because I remember when I was younger, we used to cross the bridge to go to school because in New York, They don't care about no snow. Okay, you're going to school. By the time you wake up, the streets are shoveled, the buses are running, the trains are going, you're going to school. They do not care. It's done. It has to really be something. And I used to go to high school in Manhattan, and I lived in Queens, and I used to have to get on a train and do all this. They did not care. And in Manhattan, it's the worst, okay, because they usually plow Manhattan first because it's the city. So it's like they know people have to get there. So it's like that's the first thing they do. So when I went to school in Queens, it's like, yeah, I used to get school day, like snow days more often. But once I started going to school in the city, it was like, what do you mean? It looks perfectly clear here. So I would have to get on the train and do all that stuff. But I loved it because I love the snow. I love winter. I love boots and scarves and mittens. And that's like the one thing I miss about being up north is experiencing the winter. I would never move someplace that doesn't have the seasons because I'm a winter junkie. I honestly am not a fan of the summer. I enjoy it, but fall and winter are top tier for me. And spring is up there because pastel colors are in the spring, and y'all know I love pastel colors, so that's why spring gets a pass. And it's not too hot. I don't like no scorching degrees, especially since I've been down here in the south. I don't want no 110 degrees, and no, I hate it. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna be like, you hate the summer? Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not built for it. I'm from up north. We don't experience that hot. Okay? Don't put me on no hot island. That's not comfortable, not with it. So this is the progress so far. I've got lavender and bay leaves. This is going to be like an ultimate bundle because it's for the new year. But so that was my first story about the snowball fight on the highway and stuff. So this next story is way more detailed and a little bit dramatic, if you will. Okay, so this next story is funny now, but at the time it really wasn't. But yeah, so pretty much what ended up happening was, like I said, when I was in New York, even as I got older, like into my teens and stuff, I love playing in the snow. I still do, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, I would always go out in the snow, and because I have a younger brother, my parents would be like, all right, take your brother. Have strict parents, so they were just always like, take him, take your brother, blah blah blah. So not that I didn't want to take him, we're playing in the snow, I wouldn't want to take my brother, so I would take him and his best friend Tajay, and sometimes Alexis, you've seen her on my Instagram as Moselly when she was younger. I would take them to the park. So this one time, my friend Dante and I decide that instead of taking my brother and the kids, whatever, to the normal park that we usually take them, we were going to take them to Flushing Meadow Park, to the bigger playground, because we figured it'd be covered in snow, and since it was a little bit further, a lot of people wouldn't really be there. And it's not too much further, and it's not like my parents would be mad or anything. We just honestly shouldn't have been taking a whole bunch of 6-year-olds to a big ass park by ourselves at like 15. But yeah, so we go, everything's fine, we're playing in the snow, whatever, everything's cool, everything's fun, dandy, la la la, shits and giggles, kids are playing, we're chilling, it's a blast. And then boom, what happens? Dante loses his phone. The snow in this big ass park, he lost his phone. So us being the dumb teenagers, and honestly even right now, guilty of it, phones were a priority. We were like, oh no, we gotta find the phone. So we're looking, ends up finding the phone on a freaking fracking bench, luckily. So it's like, cool, we find the phone. When I tell you, I look up Brujas, and my brother, damn near both my brothers, because these kids are all like my siblings, my sister nowhere to be found in this fucking park, okay? So I'm like flipping shits at this point. I'm like, holy moly, where did these kids go? I'm gonna die today. Oh, I'm like going crazy. It's freezing, it's snowing. It went from fabulous to beyond scared straight in like 2 minutes. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, they can't have gotten that far. We didn't leave the park, so they wouldn't leave the park to look for us. When I tell you we looked for these children for a good 20 minutes, and I just remember Dante looking at me and be like, Monet, it's one thing that we lost your brother, but we lost Tajay and Alexis too, and they can like charge us for like kidnapping or something. So I'm like, holy shit, we have to find these fucking kids. So I'm bugging out, going crazy, like, oh my god, now there's a potential threat of me going to fucking jail because I'm a paranoid mess. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. Remember, I am only like tops 15, 16 years old. I'm like, holy shit, my parents are gonna kill me. Now I can possibly go to jail, according to Dante, because I don't know. I'm 14. I don't know the laws. Holy shit. So I'm like going crazy. So Dante's like, calm down. We're gonna figure it out. When I tell you this happened for like at least maybe 30 minutes till my brother and his friends come crawling out from underneath some fucking thing in the park that was covered in snow, laughing hysterically because they thought it was the funniest shit in the world that I was literally shitting bricks, thinking I was going to jail. My parents were gonna kill me before I even got to jail. And yeah, they just thought it was hilarious. They thought it was funny. They were like, ha ha ha. Meanwhile, I'm like crying. My face is like bitten red because it's freezing cold New York weather. I've like taken off my gloves because I'm like doing shit with my phone. It's like I'm cold, I'm crying, I'm a mess. Like, I just remember taking my brother and throwing him in the snow like, you little freaking fracking. I was so pissed off, honestly. But looking back on it now, it was hilarious because I just panicked and didn't really look anywhere. I was just looking with my eyes, not like, let me look under the slide. I didn't do any of that. I just was like, oh my god, they're not in my vision. I'm going to jail. My parents are going to kill me. Like, that's how my mind worked. I just jumped like straight into, okay, this is death. Like, so Brujas, that brings us to the end of our rap and chat. Thank you for rapping and chatting with me. We have this beautiful sage bundle. This is one of the first New Year's bundles that will be in the shop next update, so stay tuned for that. And I will show you a better close-up in a minute, but I just wanted to say thank y'all for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed my Christmas stories. Be sure to comment your favorite Christmas snack down below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss my next Vlogmas video, because starting tomorrow, I will be up to date and we will be posting every day. From Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to post every day. So hit that bell so you don't miss the videos. And I will see y'all Brujas tomorrow.